reason why this podcast sucks and we have no fans is because Rick and damn Duper talk way too goddamn much.
Hey everybody. Welcome. 3 weeks off of just recording just the podcast. We're back live again this weekend. We're going to start kind of sad, guys. I'd like to take a moment of silence for the shootings this past weekend, if you don't mind. I think we need to lead off that way. So, okay, intro's done. So we're going to just take a moment of silence. This is not just for Buffalo, not just for what happened in Laguna Beach, but also in Minnesota or Milwaukee, excuse me.
When do we start?
That was it. Let's start now.
Oh.
Like now?
All right. I'm going to ring a thing, and then I
Okay.
want you guys to all shut up for just a moment of silence. You ready?
Okay. So
Yes,
after the
yes,
ring or
yes,
during the ring?
After
You're going
the
to let us
noise,
know when to do this.
Shut the fuck up after the noise.
Okay.
Are
How
we
do I
good?
know it's a
Okay.
ring?
Here we go.
That's not a ring.
All right. I'm not going to make it a long moment of silence because obviously our attention span is just fucked. So,
Oh, we done?
Squirrel.
yeah.
Oh, that was
But
like the
thank you,
quickest moment of
thank you,
silence ever.
in remembrance of a lot of people that lost their lives this past weekend and
thanks for
a
making
lot of
light
different
that,
tragedies.
Greg.
What?
Yeah, Greg.
No, I wasn't against the victims. I was against Rick and Dings.
Appreciate
Hi,
it.
Duper.
Appreciate it, Greg.
Yeah, dude.
You guys are a shit show, man. Let
Thank
me
you.
tell you, like,
Thank you. God damn it.
Welcome to being live back.
Jesus Christ.
Rick has talked for 3 weeks straight about how he never wants to come back live, and then this is his
You know,
persona,
it's probably,
by the way.
I
It's
didn't
probably
control
for
what
the
happened this
best.
weekend. I just think that we needed to give that attention right off the bat. This is,
whoa. You didn't control what happened this weekend.
you know what I mean? Like, he's
So-
like, well, you took 3 weeks off and then we get back because Rick hates going live. And it's like, yeah, I do. And then this is the first thing we had to lead off with. Of course, we're going to lead off with this because it's terrible. It's horrible. But, you know, again, it was something that had to be discussed and addressed right off the bat. We're
I
done.
just like trolling Rick, that's all.
I know. I hate you, Greg.
No, it was
Uh,
tragic, man. So thoughts and prayers to all the victims and their families, obviously.
100%, man. 100%. That was not one of them were good. I mean, Milwaukee was a little ridiculous, but the other two were fucking just tragedies. So
Well, recap me, buddy. What happened in Milwaukee?
it actually turned out to be two shootings. I didn't know that, but 17 people. Was it 17 or 21 people that were shot? I
don't know,
didn't
I'm
bring it
asking
up to look it up. Did you look it up, dude? I know
No.
you were very much into the Buffalo shooting, so I know you have the stats on that. But the Milwaukee shooting, and I'm looking it up right now.
It says stats like it was a fucking sporting event.
I do have numbers on
It's-
that shooting.
It's horrendous. Yeah, 21 were shot in Milwaukee after the Milwaukee Bucks game. It started as a few people got shot. I think it was like 3 or 4 people got shot, and then all of a sudden, in the same area of the arena, like 2 groups of people just started shooting at each other.
Oh,
three
yeah,
shootings,
no, I
sorry.
did hear about this one. Yeah, this
Yeah,
one
like
was
so
stupid.
it
was
wound
a-
up being
was a
like
dispute.
21 people injured. Like
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So that happened the first night, and then Saturday, I think we're all very, very aware. A very big, giant piece of shit in Buffalo. Drove to Buffalo, New York, and was at the Tops grocery store. Killed 10 people, shot 13. So that was fucking fantastic. And then the very next day, out here in California, what is now being, and this is what the news is reporting. So we got to wait a week to get all the real details on any of these, but supposedly a Chinese nationalized U.S. citizen went into a Taiwanese Presbyterian church and shot that place up. So
Awesome.
it's been a rough weekend, especially because we just talked about the, you know, for me, it was in the back of my mind. I kept thinking we all talked about this not too long ago, and we were astonished at the stats that we saw for 2022 already for mass shootings when we brought those numbers up.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's fucked. So I think they said that we were at 198 now in 2022, and Buffalo, New York was the worst shooting.
Well,
of the
this is
year.
America. We love being number one, so let's keep the trend going, right?
Well, unfortunately, the Buffalo one too. They've come out and said that it's it's pretty clear that it was racially motivated too. based on his manifesto and all that
Did you
stuff.
see his the pictures of his gun? Literally had the N-word drilled or like written etched on it.
Yeah.
Dremeled onto it.
And he had the names of other shooters, like the dude from New Zealand that went into the mosque. There were these several shooters, and he had their names written on there too, on the gun.
Oh, this is just a class act of a dude.
Well, he he wrote a 180-page manifesto as well.
Yeah.
Just, proclaiming how much he hated black people. Half of it, I guess, was like dedicated to Jews and how much he hated Jewish people. The thing that I really hate after this is that we're all old enough to remember 9/11, right? When you would have a tragedy, I mean, 10/1 out here in Vegas, right? You remember that, Greg? Like the whole community came together after that, right? Immediately after this Buffalo shooting, it was political. The moment after, right? And I hate seeing the divide within the country. It's disheartening and disgusting.
And all of these, I don't even want to talk
now.
to politics.
Everything is politicized. Everything.
Yeah, but did you guys know that Rick is not mad about what was said in the manifesto, but how words were spelled? I think that's true. Rick.
Oh, Jesus
I went
Christ.
full grammar on him.
Oh,
Grammar
shit.
police.
Motherfucker printed out all
fuck,
180 pages and he had a red pen.
Yeah.
Proofreading it like this guy's fucking stupid.
Spelled Y-O-U-R-E.
Like, he was on the phone with Greg, and
I-
Greg's like, those ideas are terrible, right? And he was like, "That's no, this motherfucker just has terrible spelling. That's what I'm."
He doesn't know how to say
Well,
your.
well, look. This actually makes a lot of sense because you're not going to get to him by saying his ideology is wrong, but by going after his intelligence and how he writes, you just call him a dumbass all right off the bat, which disproves anything he has to say.
And honestly, that's probably it's a smart move. This guy wanted an audience, right? He was on Twitch. He had plans to carry on the shooting. This was only his first stop.
Yeah.
He wanted that attention, and he wanted to go down as some kind of hero, what he thought was a hero. And
Well,
there's a community for these kinds of fucktards, or you wouldn't have this, right?
Did you see how he
So,
pled
yeah.
afterwards too?
What's that?
Did you see his plea with the court?
No.
No,
Not guilty.
Of
Not-
course,
not guilty.
They're never guilty. You know that.
But this motherfucker live streamed this shit. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Why do you think he pleaded not guilty? Because I have a theory.
Because it's never a criminal's fault. You know this.
because
Duh.
in his heart, he thinks
This isn't
wrong.
L.A. That's not gas.
I was
He's
going to
trying-
ask, is Gascon there?
He's trying to get Bill Cosby, where he's off on a technicality a few months from now. So
I'm sorry, Art.
In his heart, he thinks he's not wrong. He did what was right.
I have another theory.
What's your
Go
theory?
Okay, I think he wants the publicity. I think he wants this to be
A
like the
trial?
Rittenhouse trial, right? Where it's 24/7 on him, just
Mhm.
nonstop media coverage over him just saying his crazy rhetoric, so then he can inspire copycats.
That makes
can see it.
sense.
I can see that.
I can see it. It's
And
pretty fucked.
the sad thing is, it probably will inspire copycats or just a larger group that he was obviously a part of. So-
This is one of those things that happens, and you know, when these events like this happen, these terrible things, when I realize I can't be a cop, because that guy would not have made it into a cop car or to a police station.
Samesies.
I absolutely would have fucking just murdered that motherfucker right there. So I mean, execution style, it would have been bad. So I don't know how cops have that kind of patience. I mean,
Well, he was
never
white.
really, but Jesus.
Oh, you fucking!
Jesus.
Oh, stop it. Fucking stop it.
I mean, do we need to go over this like the subway shooter, Waukesha? I mean, come on,
Oh
man.
Jesus! Yeah, no, I'm just
Hey.
saying. Like, I don't know how they.
This motherfucker's as bad as MSNBC.
Can we start looking at these guys' manifestos and just start making fun of their manifestos?
Yes,
I'm sure there's a
Yeah,
market
yeah.
for that.
if
'Cause
you
that's-
can get me a
that-
copy
that's
of it,
how
I
you-
will proofread the
I mean,
fuck out of it.
As long as Duper doesn't become, a follower,
that's how you
I
re-
think we're fine.
A follower. You think? Okay, so
Goddamn.
so you guys are MSNBC in this motherfucker today. So funny thing about this guy, is
What's
because
MSNBC?
you guys are trying to make.
I
him
don't
out
have cable,
to-
so I don't have MSNBC.
You guys are out
Is
here
it like
trying
a
to
is it
make.
like a Microsoft thing? Is software?
What?
God,
Oh,
dude.
he's obviously the Rachel Maddow of the group.
Trolley.
I am-
Trolley.
Yeah.
I am trying not to use the Lord's name in vain anymore, and you just made me do that. Thank you, Art. So
Did you mean Jesus?
you son of a bitch.
Duper has a feeling though that you're racist.
So, this motherfucker. So that's what the media did with this immediately, right? After this happened, they tried to make this into a conservative Republican, inspired attack.
It was because of some of the tweets that he had. So that's the thing.
Well, when you read the
Don't go
manifesto,
political,
read the manifesto, he was a self-proclaimed communist.
How many pages was his manifesto?
180.
180
And Dupe, how many pages did you read?
179.
I read a couple paragraphs. I mean, come on, man.
He read a couple paragraphs like, damn. He read a couple paragraphs like, damn, I can't read this much.
Duper.
I'm not the media. That's the fucking media's job, right? I mean, I'm just a fucking asshole on the internet. So,
aren't we all? Wasn't he?
Hey, hi to our listeners too. I'm sorry, guys. This is a fun way to leave.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're having fun over here.
Yeah, I hope your mental health is strong. As we talk about shootings and manifestos.
Hashtag Greg jokes, I guess.
No, that was horrible.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah. At first, I thought my microphone went out again because I didn't get any reaction from anybody.
Like maybe it should go
I was like, I just suck.
Comment.
My bad.
Hey, do me a favor, just turn it off.
I don't know. I think that's a great idea though. If we can get a copy of that manifesto and then just proofread it, and we'll do it live on air
and put it and put
we'll
it on
show
Reddit.
how fucking stupid this guy is.
Like, look at it. And like,
oh, he found it.
No, I'm
nice.
trying to find it.
Have you guys? It's kind of hard to find. Some people were circulating it like through.
It's gotta be on
DMs
Reddit.
It's
and
funnier.
emails.
It's harder to find the manifesto than it is to find the fucking video, which really pisses me off.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That is getting circulated. God damn it!
I
like those are
heard- I
people,
heard-
man.
Did you watch the movie? The
What
video?
movie?
The
It's
video?
not a movie. It's a
Whatever it
terrible,
is.
terrible fucking video. I saw about
Yeah.
10 seconds of it, and I couldn't go very far, dude. I really
Yeah.
couldn't because I immediately I'm thinking that's just somebody that went to the store with their family. That's just somebody that's running an errand. That's just someone's grandma, right? Like that's like you can't.
I
fucking horrible.
refuse to give him the clicks or the notoriety that he wants through viewership of that video. This is a little bit different from when I watched the Rittenhouse video or the George Floyd video or Jacob
Right.
Blake, right? I mean, because you can watch those and you're trying to determine what happened, right? Was there
Ahmaud
guilt?
Arbery, that's another one where
Right? Was there
Yeah.
guilt? What really happened in that scenario? Was there probable cause for self-defense? Right? Was it murder? This one's cut and dry. There's no reason to watch the video. This guy's a deranged individual. There's not a whole bunch of analysis that you need to go over with this video. There's no reason to watch it. Should not exist on the internet.
I agree.
So what do we do
it
with
does not need to be there.
What do we do with them? We taking them outside? Well, okay. So let me be fair. Every American citizen, even this douchebag, deserves due justice, right? So this motherfucker deserves due justice. He needs to go through the court system, and we need to determine his guilt, right? Without beyond a reasonable doubt. And at that moment, once we determine his guilt, we're going to take his ass out right in front of that courthouse, just tie him to a pole, and then everybody can just throw rocks at his ass until he's dead.
The stoning's a good idea, but I think before we do any of that, I think we need to put him down in someone's basement and give him AIDS.
I thought you were gonna anally rape him for a minute there.
That's how he's gonna give him the AIDS.
That's how you get AIDS. So the guy deserves AIDS for sure. I'm sure anything else that might be itchy or burny. So every STD.
So
at that and
so
whose
before
basement?
before you kill him, you want him to have a slow killing disease? Like why don't
I want him to suffer a lot.
You want him to get AIDS, but never.
So how
really
long?
suffer through
How
that.
long are you gonna let him live after he contracts AIDS? Then
Because
Well,
the
I
guy
mean-
can go on living for like 20 years before
Yeah,
he suffers
You
from
just
AIDS.
keep force feeding him and giving him water. Keep
He
him
just
hydrated.
wants him to have the emotional trauma right up front, and then he's good. Like
And then you stone him.
just so you know, you have AIDS, syphilis, gonorrhea.
Who would want that in their
COVID-19.
basement? Now, we all live on the West Coast, so we don't have those things called basements.
They have him in New York.
So, yeah, on the East Coast, but who would want to sign up for that? Like, yeah, I'll let this dude stay in my fucking basement with my 8
Buffalo
cases
Bill.
Well,
of
the
water.
prison's
and-
got to have a basement,
and
right? I'm
syphilis.
sure Rikers has like an underground. That's an old prison.
Mm.
So you just put him under, and or just put him in the hole, man, like solitary or something like that, where it's dark all day, and then you find the one prisoner there that's like, you know what, you want to get like 20 years off your sentence? Go rape that guy, give him your AIDS. There you go. So that's the first step.
But what if the dude who
why is
has
that-
AIDS is trying to do the right thing and get off early for good behavior, and then you're like,
he'll
telling
get
him to
off
go rape
early.
a guy?
Oh, he's gonna get off.
He'll get off real early.
He's gotta get off. So then he gets the AIDS, and then maybe like
Mm.
once a month you go in and you rip off a toenail, just like
This is
one.
why you should. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Fuck
start
this guy.
treating you like Josh on this show. You should not be allowed to talk. That's a dumbass idea.
All you wanted to do was tie him to a pole and have people throw
You're-
little rocks at him.
But you're
I want him to suffer.
incentivizing more criminals to commit more criminal behaviors, so then they can get like time
Yes.
off their sentence.
Yeah,
That-
100%.
That's a
It's
terrible
like the
idea.
Suicide Squad.
Exactly. Task
Hmm.
Force X with AIDS.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
gotta put fucking.
My
All
goodness.
the AIDS.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
So stupid.
Switching gears.
Did we ever find a motive in the church shooting at all, or no?
Yes, the motive. That's why I brought it up. The motive came out today. He was a Chinese national that converted. He became a U.S. citizen because of the tensions between China and Taiwan. He specifically chose this church. He was not a member of this church. He just knew that this was a Taiwanese Presbyterian church, and went in there and started shooting up the Taiwanese because of escalated tensions between China and Taiwan. That one was actually politically motivated. And there he
There's
is,
his,
a 68-year-old Chinese man.
Look at this motherfucker's face. 0 fucks given.
He looks like a
0
turtle.
fucks given.
There was a
Yeah.
doctor, and I want to get his name. I'm looking for it right now. That actually stopped him. He died stopping him, and I'm looking for it right now. But that guy's name, oh, there it is. He was a prominent Orange County doctor, Dr.
Prominent.
Chang,
Each of the who was
John Chang.
who is this?
That's the guy that stopped this shooting. He's
Oh,
the
wow.
one that he gave his life, literally tackled him, and died.
Wow, that's good. Both
But
of these
he-
stories actually have silver linings in them, right? The Buffalo shooting, I think it was the security guard who actually responded immediately and shot him in the chest. The attacker in Buffalo. Unfortunately, he had body armor on.
Hey,
and it
Duper,
didn't stop
hang on
him.
a second. Just Lee.
Yep.
I didn't mute my thing. I'm sorry. I thought
What?
it was you, and I was like, he's got audio playing in the background. We were on the same website, and I was like, why is it playing? It was because the website was playing on mine. I apologize, guys. That
oh.
really breaks up the flow.
For anybody listening
Yay,
to this,
live.
this is what happens when Rick runs our production.
Audio.
Good job, Rick.
Yeah, just the audio.
Took
This is
3
why I
weeks
only do
off,
audio.
Rick. Nothing's fixed, Rick.
Trying to
Hey, you know
upgrade his
who's
stuff.
the
and-
asshole of the week?
Oh, Rick, a fat ass butthole.
Because he's a fucking douche.
I'll take it. I'm the asshole of the week.
There you
I'm
go.
Yes,
taking
you are.
that
Good job,
one.
Rick.
For breaking up
Three.
the flow, I'll take that shit.
3 weeks, Rick.
Damn it.
We all get the same text from Lee. Hey, we should get on early to iron off. shit."
Nobody got on.
I'm taking a shit. Ah!
You know, maybe we should take Rick out front and stone his ass.
Oh,
No. First, you got to get me in a basement.
No.
Yeah,
We're gonna
right,
tar
right.
and feather your ass. Then we're gonna stone you.
No.
Hmm.
Anyway, yeah. Tragedy all around. These are all fucking horrible. Milwaukee was just uncalled for. That's a bunch of dumb kids being dumb kids, and that's not acceptable. But what happened in Buffalo was, it affected me, man. That's terrible. And same thing in Laguna. Just terrible shit. Anybody else got any points to make on this, or are we ready to move on from it?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I have a ton of points, but we can move on.
Let's hear him,
Okay.
Dupe. Let's hear
We're
him.
gonna,
I want to hear it.
come back around to him. I'm sure we could catch most of these on the post show too. So we
Yeah, let's talk about it more on the.
But I'm
We
kind
do
of
have,
curious what he has to say. I'm sure the
I
audience
know
is
that's what
too.
the post show's for.
I know with the amount of memes that Duper's been sending us all week, he's just like ready to get out everything he's saved up over the
Dude,
past.
I have like 40 more memes to send you guys too.
Jesus Christ. What were you doing? Okay, so just backstory to everybody listening. Out of nowhere, a couple days ago, Duper just starts sending memes. And I mean, like, you know, it's funny when someone sends you like 4 or 5 at a time. You're like, holy shit. Duper sent like 100 memes all at once. So you couldn't
Yeah.
even laugh at them or
no.
react to them because 10 more would come in before you're like, haha. And he's like, oh, well, to which one? And I'm like, I don't know. Fucking 1A, 1C, number 21. I don't know. It was funny. But the rest of, you know, like, God damn it.
I was on Twitter and this guy who was like, you know, I want you guys to post your most offensive memes. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta read this thread. So like that's all that was just like the most offensive memes that people had, and they all sent them in that one thread. So I sent it to you guys.
So did you win?
No, I didn't have any memes to give. So
I mean, I could have sent you guys something to. I could have sent you something to win.
I don't want to contribute to that,
Dude. I love those fucking Skeletor memes, dude. They get me every single time.
I know, really.
There was a
Yeah.
Those are
solid
my
one in there
favorite.
too, right? I forgot what it said, but what was it about? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Entertain me. I'll find it.
Oh, okay.
Entertainment was funny. Oh,
Okay,
wait,
hold
hang on, I
on.
got gorgeous
Hold
Greg
on.
music.
I'll give you a
This
couple.
fashion is so hot right now.
That's a good point.
What?
There's your whole
Wait,
music.
do me a favor. Put that screenshot up on the video.
Oh, okay.
This is Sports Illustrated's cover model.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I'd get at that.
Would you?
Are you saying that's offensive, Duper?
100%.
No, I wanted to
know.
hear you guys' opinion.
What are you against? I like.
Are you saying you wouldn't, Duper?
I'm asking you guys' opinions. That's it.
I'm
What do you
asking
guys think?
yours.
What's
Okay, well,
my opinion?
Yeah, what's your opinion? I want to know
It
where
looks
this
like
is going.
that fat chick that I made out with in Mexico.
Damn it, Greg.
I knew you
Was
guys
her
were going to
name-
say it. I might as well say it first.
Was her name Marta?
I have no idea. I didn't get a name. I just got to wait.
So here's you know me. I look in this shit way too much, right? Here's what I think this is doing. This is glorifying obesity. So
I knew you
it's
were going to go that
glorifying
way.
weight loss or unhealthy diets, right? We've gone too far on the spectrum because prior models, I mean, outside of Tyra Banks,
So wait,
prior models, they were all too skinny, right? Like they were anorexic, not healthy. Now we've gone the opposite way where they're dude, that's obesity. Her body mass has to be 30 to 40%, her body fat percentage. So
Wow.
that's not something we should be promoting, especially just coming off COVID,
Bring it
where
back
we
up.
know the number one comorbidity of COVID was obesity. We shouldn't be encouraging this. And
So-
as a guy who just lost 50 fucking pounds, you know, in the past 3 months.
Oh, is that all he was waiting? That's the reason why he wanted to bring this
I mean,
up?
I'm just saying.
I
I'm
lost
just saying,
some weight.
I'm just
So-
saying anybody can do it if I can do it.
you
Okay.
you
Duper,
see
just-
her on the cover of Sports Illustrated and assume, right, that she doesn't eat healthy, she doesn't work out or do any of that.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Her body says that to me. It's not.
No, but
just-
that's the thing though, is everybody has different body styles regardless of how they live their
Yeah,
life.
genetics play a big part, right?
Ectomorph, mesomorph, endomorph. Look it up.
Shit. All I eat is salads and look at me. Fuck.
Power Rangers unite.
Okay, so
So,
Well,
all
hold
right,
on.
Duper,
first
you've
off-
made your
first off,
point.
she's not suffering from any of those, like
We hear you, man. You made
any of
your
those
point.
issues,
That's cool.
right? And there's no reason to necessarily body shame anybody, right?
But you're doing it right now.
You just literally just did
I-
that for a minute.
I body
and a half.
shame your fat ass all the time.
No, I don't
but
care about me. But you know what?
However,
This
we
just
shouldn't-
shows
we
your
shouldn't be
insecurity that
encouraging
you know
this.
you wouldn't be able to hit that from behind
Yep.
Well,
Or from the
Yep.
front,
or from anywhere.
or the side.
Be like, it's not big enough. I can't do it.
I'm just
You
saying.
know who the real winner in that pick is?
She is.
The
We are.
swimsuit.
Damn right.
Mm.
This is that. Are you going along the routes of Duper and you're going to say it's because it's covering
No,
her? Or what?
I just wanted to ask Duper. I was like, dude, is that how you hit on chicks now? You go, hey, what's your BMI, girl? What's up?
Oh, God.
I have this scale right here. Stand on it real quick. I'll tell you.
Oh, I can't go out with you.
How much weight did you lose in the last 3 months?
I lost 50.
I gained 4 pounds.
Get the
Yeah,
fuck
you're
out of
fat.
here.
I was nervous. There was a shooting in Buffalo.
Do you know? Oh, you don't know about intermittent fasting?
You know what's funny about intermittent fasting though, and this whole weight loss thing. So it wasn't like the fear of death around COVID that made me lose weight. It was just a divorce. Like the moment the divorce happened, I was like, oh, I got to drop weight. But like when COVID was happening, I could die from being fat. I was like, yeah, dude, I'll have more pizza.
It's more difficult to breathe. I'm fine.
But now that I'm single, fuck, I gotta get laid again. I gotta lose
Fuck,
weight.
Dude.
I don't know, man. I'm 100% the opposite of you, dude. I actually like that it was kind of more realistic. So
It's not more realistic.
it is
Hmm.
very, very realistic. That's very much how women look. I don't know. They don't all have big fake plastic titties. That's something that
it is.
like.
And I'm not even a big advocate of big fake titties, honestly.
It is.
I mean, what do you think the average size is? It's definitely not like a a 0, 1, 2, 3 like you're expecting.
No, and
right?
that's not
probably
that's not what
closer
I'm
to like an 8, 9, 10, 11.
Rick,
Right?
you totally missed my whole point about how we went on both sides of the spectrum here. Prior, it was these little zeros, right? Who you can see their ribs sticking out. That's unhealthy. Also,
Okay.
we need to probably promote a more healthy lifestyle within America.
How do you know she's not
we're
healthy?
obese, dude? Come on, man. Come on,
Come on,
she has
man.
a heart
How do you know
attack
she's not healthy?
when she has a heart attack at 45, she's not healthy.
Show me when she has a heart attack at 45.
Then I'll talk to you in 30 years.
Hey, Duper, can I ask you a question?
20 years.
She's 15 years old.
I don't know.
Can I ask you a
20 years.
question?
I don't fucking know.
What the hell? That's the bigger problem with this then.
Fucking
Jesus Christ. You've got a
disgusting sons of
15-year-old on the
bitches.
Sports Illustrated. Go
Parent
ahead,
consent, it's
Art, you were
fine.
going to say something.
Yeah, dude. Since you're saying that this isn't, she doesn't portray reality.
Mhm.
Do you ever get out of the halfway home that you're in right now and actually walk the streets of Las Vegas?
What do you mean?
Oh well, right now
I mean,
it's too hot to walk
'cause-
outside in
because-
Vegas. I'll tell you
because-
that right now.
I've not been to Greg's house in a while.
That body type is everywhere.
Yeah, and that's not. But okay, and that's not.
So
bad,
so
Art.
A,
That's not
that's
necessarily-
reality.
But it's not necessarily.
You
But it's
just
not
spent
what.
15 minutes telling us
It's not what we
it-
should be
there's-
glorifying within our society.
who says
We
it's
should be-
glorifying. It's just
we should
saying,
be talking
hey,
about
she's
all
out here too, and she's hot.
Is there anything wrong with celebrating who you are?
No.
Especially during Mental Health Awareness Month. Do you think there's anything wrong with celebrating who you are right now?
So
If your
Rick,
mental health is involved in eating bonbons and watching soap operas, that's not good mental health.
Or maybe
Dude,
just
that guy-
accepting that
Okay,
you are
okay,
who
so-
you are and it's
so-
okay.
In the
Is
past
that
week,
not okay?
Here's the thing, Rick. There's this guy who just passed away, Kevin Samuels, I think his name was, something like that.
Is this
right?
like your buddy? I don't know, neighbor?
No, this
he-
guy was a big asshole who
Yeah.
liked, talking down to women because,
he
either
ain't just
they
talking down to
were,
women.
yeah, he would talk down
He brought people down
horribly
to
to
earth.
women.
So I'm just trying to fill that role on the internet now that he's gone and he's passed away.
Oh,
I mean, he had a
jeez.
huge following.
I know, like I'm thinking, like, how is this like the person that I know? Like,
Dude, I'm
he
just
knows my wife's gonna hear this one day and probably murder you. So that's
Oh,
okay.
dude.
Like, that's okay.
And to be honest, dude, I have nothing against big women. Nothing. I just don't think it's what I would want my daughter to strive for, right? I don't want her to look at Sports Illustrated and say, okay, that's
Well, nobody
beautiful,
wants their
that's-
kid to
that's the
strive
ideal
to be
body, right?
unhealthy. But
Um,
I don't care if my kid and their genetics pushes them to be on the thicker side. That's what happened to me. Honestly, I'm actually skinny for every guy in my family that would be in my generation. They were all fucking way too big by the time they were 35. So I'm actually beating the curve here because our genetics push us that way. That's okay, and I'm okay with it. I'm comfortable with it. My wife doesn't. Seem
It's
to complain,
amazing the reasoning that we create to keep ourselves fat.
No,
oh,
no,
I'm
no, the
skinny
reason-
for the rest of my family, bro. You should see my family, bro.
I'm
skinny
fat
going in
because
there.
I'm fat because my wife domesticated me.
I've
like,
seen
like
I've
a
seen
house
the
cat.
I've
Same.
seen your family, dude.
Are you a cow, Rick? What?
Yes, no, a house cat. She domesticated
He's a house
me, and
hippo.
here I am. Now.
Oh god.
I'm there to graze. Actually, she's been starving me. Well, I was gonna bring that up on the post show, but my wife has been starving me, and she hates that I keep saying it. But she prepped my meals like for work the last couple weeks, and it's like, hey, I made ribs, baby back ribs, and I'm like, oh man, I made like so many for Mother's Day. I'm like, I'm gonna eat so good this week. And then she gives me like this little portion meal prep thing, and it's like a pound of broccoli and fucking one rib and a pound of broccoli. That was my lunch every day last week. I was
So
like, oh, okay,
she's
cool.
so she's
gonna
dupering
die.
you.
I'm gonna die.
She's dupering you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said, motherfucker, I don't want you to be a Sports Illustrated cover model. You got to drop some weight.
I don't know. I completely
damn it, Rick, you
disagree
need to
with
lose that
That's
fupa.
cool.
Fire.
I think that's cool, man. That's cool that they did that, and she's.
It would have been
fucking
even
hot.
better
I don't
if
have a
that
problem.
cover, if the cover model was also transgender. That'd
Probably
be even
was.
better.
Mm.
That would make Duper's head explode.
Yeah.
He would not be able to handle that. He's like,
I
this is
can't
America.
handle.
I guess we'll
You
just
can't
have to
do
wait
this
for
in
next
America.
Yeah.
year. We'll have to wait for next
What's
year's
that
issue.
model's name? Did anybody get her name? Didn't they say on the cover there?
Yeah, it's on the cover there. You mean new.
Sounds like a sumo
Sounds
wrestler's
like
name.
you need to buy a copy of this.
Hey,
this
hey, Lee.
Copy that.
Sports
Yes, sir.
Illustrated.
Lee, can we
Yeah.
get that picture and just superimpose
Hey.
it over Duper and just have that for the rest
Are,
of the
are you
Oh,
are you are
you
are,
know
are
I
you guys,
can.
Are you guys ready?
Wait,
Are you
wait,
guys ready?
Can we actually?
Are you guys
can we
ready for
get
an
the-
offensive joke? Are you guys ready?
Well, hang on. I want to get that
All right.
picture, and
You
I
guys are
want
losing it.
Duper to
I'm
be
losing it.
on her shoulder, like
All
Joe
right.
Biden.
It's gone.
That meme with
It's
Joe
gone.
Biden where he's like kissing. and I just wanted to be Duper on her shoulder, like whispering in her ear.
I think
Like,
that
"You're fat."
if Art would to become a female, then that could be Art's swimsuit. I think.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
I actually don't have anything against bigger girls. I don't. I think they're beautiful. I think I would actually.
10
Then
minutes later.
Duper, what was this whole thing about?
That's true.
What is it about? What is it about? It's glorifying an unhealthy lifestyle.
You know what? Fuck these fat chicks, but you know what? I love fat chicks.
I never said that though. So you're taking what I said out of context. It's not. It's about glorifying an unhealthy lifestyle. In the 90s, we glorified this anorexic, bulimic look that wasn't healthy at all, and now we're glorifying this overweight, high BMI body style that is also not healthy. All right, so
Do
Lee,
it, Lee.
Lee, look at me.
What?
Look at me.
What?
Do it,
Chef's
Lee.
kiss. Chef's kiss.
Oh, okay.
You're a genius, Lee.
I don't watch the live stream. I don't know what's happening. So.
You're not missing anything, Duper. Not at all. There
Nothing.
hasn't been a picture imposed on you or anything.
Nothing at all.
It's
No.
all good.
No, and you're not doing the Joe Biden.
But damn, you gained some titties, Duper. I'll say that.
Nice.
I thought she was kind of hot. I
Man,
didn't have a
Duper just
problem
got hotter. What the fuck?
with it. Yeah.
I
I
know.
bet she smells good too.
Yeah, how did you get your hair to grow back so fast, Duper?
He's taking Propecia. It's all the Propecia. And the bonbons and soap operas.
Do they even make
Testosterone
bonbons
supplements?
anymore?
I don't know. Do they make those?
We're all fat. Does anybody eat bonbons?
We're not all fat.
Nah, man.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever had a bonbon.
I'm not in that fat club anymore.
There it
you
is,
sons of
guys. Take your
bitches.
wedding rings off. We all got to get skinny now.
Yeah, I can't put mine on. What the fuck?
I wear it as a necklace around my neck. Same thing.
I'm just kidding, babe. It's right here. It's right
All
here.
right. All right, I got another hot take here. Okay, and we totally missed it last week during the podcast.
Okay.
We're gonna go twats here a little bit. Joker, is he in the MVP?
No.
Who?
Giannis
Joker.
was
Who?
by far. Jokic. Jokic. I can't even say his name right ever.
Oh, Yojic?
Yeah, you know
I
who
wanna-
I'm
I got- I
you're
gotta-
on the sports pod. And you
Motherfucker.
started
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
basketball
Hey,
before this.
I got a book I can send you to help with.
Well, look,
Saying it
I got a guy
properly.
asking a question who
got a
doesn't know to
series.
fucking speak English. You know, fuck.
Nikola Jokic, the Joker
Yeah.
from,
Oh, yeah.
from the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, you can understand the
MVP.
Joker. I said that
Dodgers are
Jokingly?
losing by one. By the way.
clearly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was not. It was Giannis by far. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I don't even watch the NBA, and I fucking knew he wasn't the MVP. How the
No.
fuck can a guy that can't get out of the first round be the MVP of the league? Back-to-back
Exactly my
years.
point.
And
Now,
then I looked up the
Giannis lost, though.
standings. I looked up the standings. They're like a 6th seed. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with the NBA? Give that shit to Luka. Give it to fucking Devin Booker or Chris Paul. Give it to a real player. No, nobody in the East ever deserves that shit.
No, Giannis. He's the only one in the East.
Yeah, that motherfucker went home too.
Yeah, so you give it to Steph.
I just
That's how it
have
works.
one question.
It just defaults to Steph.
Whose hockey team is still in the playoffs, bitches? Woo woo!
Unbelievable.
Go,
I mean,
As go!
Damn
Go,
it.
As go!
Damn
Go,
it.
As go!
They're
I was
killing
looking
it.
for the
Love
greatest
this.
comeback ever in the third period the other night. Like, all right, here it goes,
Yeah.
man. Miracles, they happen.
But I
And
mean,
it didn't.
but that wasn't even the character of their team. Like their team has been blowing the games out. Like they won one game like 7-1.
Yeah.
The Avalanche are hot, dude. Like I don't
So
see
hot
anybody.
right now, yeah.
So hot.
Nobody can stop them besides themselves.
I agree.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
yeah, good- good
outside
on
of
your
Tampa
abs,
Bay,
dude. Good on your
right?
abs.
Tampa Bay has an outside chance as defending champions, right? But
Mhm.
But they just beat Toronto, dude.
I
So
know,
their
I
chances
know.
are. As
Did you
good as
notice that
any right
he
now.
just went full Canadian? He went boot,
Hey,
boot. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's very interesting. The hockey playoffs have been great, and NBA playoffs have actually been really good. And I don't even watch the regular season, and you can tune into twats for why. But I have been watching the playoffs, and they've been really, really fucking good. So, Eastern Conference, Western Conference finals should both be pretty good matchups. You'll catch more of that. By the way, guys, we're gonna play a soundbite. I need it since you're talking about twats. The next episode of Twats is our 50th episode. We
wow.
we came on here a year ago.
it took you that long?
And there was an over under. Yeah, because we actually take breaks for like holidays and shit. So
What episode are we on here?
We're-
It's complicated with the lounge.
We're on-
Like,
I don't
Yeah.
know.
episodes we deleted and
99,
all that
I don't
shit.
know.
So we're
I
almost
said-
to episode 100, and with the listeners' lounge, I'm assuming we're closer to 150.
And
Oh,
how many
okay.
does Joe Rogan have?
Way
Thousands.
more than that.
He's got like
God.
15 years worth.
We're catching
so-
up, baby.
There it is. Anyway,
And you know what? And we're closing that gap by doing one episode a week
One
or
episode
two
a week.
episodes a week. He does 5. So when you do the math, we'll catch him at some point.
We're
I
hot
guess
on the
that's
trail,
that,
baby.
That's that
We'll
chef
catch him when he
math with
retires.
gasoline. Jesus.
Better watch out, Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
Taking
that's
it
that,
up them
heels.
that's that
So,
CRT math.
anyways, you guys bet the over under on how long twats would last, and I think everybody, including myself, said 20 episodes or less. Like it was under on 20.
Yeah, but
And-
I just
Nope.
talk shit about new members. That's what I do.
But it was
hard.
funny because Ryan and Preston said 50 would be the over under, and they said over.
Hmm.
So
So
that's
you're
kind of cool.
telling me
We
there's
made
a
it.
chance.
We actually want to bring you guys on for a hockey talk. I know.
Is that the only time we come on? Is NHL playoffs?
Yes.
Do you know anything about
Okay.
baseball?
Yes. There's like a ball, right? And
That's why
there's
you're not on
bases
that for that.
around the ball. And dude, the Angels are doing good right now. Fuck you.
And,
No, the
uh,
Angels are doing fucking
They
great.
are in first place.
Let's
That's
not talk.
awesome.
They had a no hitter.
Did they ever
Yeah.
move the All-Star game back to Georgia?
No,
No, not interested.
but they have Atlanta. The Braves are doing good.
They're gonna be. It's gonna be here in LA. That's gonna be awesome.
It is. It's gonna be dope.
All right.
Well, that was
Preston Ryan, what are your thoughts? Oh, wait, sorry, I got confused. I thought this was their show.
Ah,
My bad.
Hey, I
can't
have
talk
something to show you guys.
Oh, is it your
I have something. I
boob?
have something to show you guys. It was. No, it's not my boobs.
Hmm.
It was. It was a gift from Gregorio's wife.
Oh, yeah. Had to be from my wife because it wasn't from me. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah, we know. We know it wasn't from you.
Yeah.
So I
What
got it
was
right
it?
here.
Full
And
screen
when I-
him,
when-
Lee.
When I got
full
it,
screen
it
him?
was-
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do
Aw.
that.
Do
Don't
it.
that.
Do it. It's for the children.
Aw.
I'm not Wu Tang.
Good for the audio.
Can be.
Aw.
This made me feel really special.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
Oh,
I like the colors on that one, dude. That's good.
Yeah, it's very colorful. It's like
Art,
goes
do-
from green to gold.
Do me a favor, Art.
Blue.
That thing's
yeah.
got a solid base. Go ahead and stand up for a minute.
Just squat on it.
And then, well, just place it in the chair, and then just sit on it.
Yeah. I'll be doing that.
Yeah.
Let me put a condom over.
Wait,
there.
no. This sounds fun. Okay, Art, you have a beautiful beard. Okay, try to make it come out of your beard like Jurassic Park.
you travel in herds.
Son of a.
Oh man.
Relax, Art.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That was
Art is gone,
finds
but I
a
love
way.
I love
Did he
Art's
just freeze
frozen
up?
face.
Yeah.
We just lose him.
That's
Oh!
Him.
Oh, we have a repeat of Lee from last
Great.
year when Lee's face was frozen on the
Oh
smile.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But that's like, yeah. Greg wanted me to kick him off the show, and that's how I do it. Caucasaurus coming out of his hair, and
That's
but
Oh
Yeah,
man, I
that-
can't wait for
Hey,
that new
Art,
Jurassic
so
Park.
this means I don't got to get you a Christmas present, right?
I suppose so. That means
Actually,
I don't got
I
to get
have-
you guys Christmas presents.
I already have the perfect Christmas gift for all you guys. You guys can't see it for another 7 months, though.
Yeah, dude, it's May. Don't tell
Yeah,
me.
dude.
Tease.
Already done, son.
You're
Okay,
such a
good.
fucking cock tease.
So, Art, last week by special request because we kind of brought it up. We have another guest host that comes on every so often and fills in. She's a pretty smart lady. Much more attractive. I don't know.
Shit, is she fat?
Well, actually, Duper will probably like her because she's not like, you know.
I assure you, she's not.
Rick, I think you're gonna have to mute Duper while we get through
yeah.
this.
He's gonna get us like canceled.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm,
dude,
I'm going
You can
into a
mute it
safe
right
space.
now. Literally
so
muted
gonna
Duper
kick
while he
your ass.
vapes. So cool. Anyway, Art,
Yes, sir.
why don't you introduce What's about to happen right now?
Well, I'm gonna bring up my lovely specimen of a wife.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
Yeah.
since Greg can't get enough of her. She
Great
is the love of my
specimen.
life and the obvious better half of my relationship.
Hey, Art. Quick
yes, sir.
question. How does it feel? How does it feel knowing that your wife has a better BMI than a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model?
I'm a lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, you are, buddy. Good for you.
I say this all the time. I punched way out of my weight class, and I won. So she's way out of my league, and she knows it. But she's still here. So
What's she coming on the show for?
she is coming on the show because May is Mental Health Month, and she would like to share some info and stories and such. So
Bring her on.
You know I need
With-
that.
Oh, fuck, dude.
with no further ado, here is the lovely Sheila.
Yeah.
Isn't there a
It's-
song called Sheila?
Oh,
Wasn't it?
oh,
Sheila.
You'd like to come on the podcast?
Whoa, sport in the gear.
Oh,
too.
I know,
Eugene,
what?
we got she paid for merchandise.
Dang. Oh my God.
Hey, do you
Hi.
guys? Do you still have that Take Warning #1 fill-in trophy? Because I think it needs to move to you.
It looks a lot better in your
All
hands. I'm just
right.
letting you know.
Dude, you're hitting on Art's wife, you fucking.
No.
No, I just wanted to give her a trophy.
No,
That's
I'm just
all.
saying, better.
Hold on. For the live audience, stand up one more time. Let's see that sweater
Hey,
you're wearing.
Lee, when did we make that sweatshirt? Because I actually like that sweatshirt.
Yeah, dude.
Been on the
Right.
store for quite a while now, Rick. If you paid attention to
Oh,
your
really?
own merch, you'd know that.
Is there anything on the back?
It says "Not
where-
Twats
Oh, no.
Podcast."
Lee, where
I
can you
like
get
it.
that at? Where can you get that?
You can get that at www.takewarningstore.com.
So, do I have to pay for it though?
Yeah, man, that's how it works.
Can we do another promo code or no?
Do we have a promo code right now?
No, I don't have a promo code right now.
Can we
make
create one?
promo code
Can we do
Shirley
it?
20?
Can we do
I
a
can do
promo
that.
code free for Take Warning podcast host? 100%.
No, sorry, buddy.
How about Rick is IZ dumb DUM
Nope.
for 20% off?
Nope.
How about
Nope.
fuck this manifest for 30% off?
Starting tonight, we'll do Shirley 20. You're not
Okay.
getting 20% off, though. We're going to keep it at 10.
You should do something like that, like where it's just like Shirley 75% for
Yeah.
10% off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Take
makes
Warning.
sense. That's not confusing at all.
Yep.
That's who we are, man.
I feel like this was a great week for you to come in for mental health because we got so serious so fast. Because with these shootings that just happened, I mean, obviously there's some mental health issues there. And then obviously from the
Absolutely.
crazy shit that I just said throughout this entire podcast, there's some mental health issues there. So this is perfect.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but Duper obviously is going through some shit.
I'm not.
No, he's over that shit. He's good.
I'm good,
yeah,
buddy.
It's a great month. But no, this is actually, I was really excited when you brought this up because some of us, myself, I'm really open to admitting that I have actual diagnosed mental health problems.
And
Yeah,
physical health.
And that's something that I have just recently started therapy for, that I have been more open about myself. So I wanted to come on because I felt, the way you guys know me is only one side of me. And it just goes to show that you don't know everybody's story. I've been through bullying, body shaming. I have
Son of a bitch, the body shaming. Damn it.
There you
Why-
go,
why'd you have to bring that
There you
up?
go, Duper.
Oh
Yeah.
God. And you know what? The best part, the body shaming came from my own parents and my brothers.
Oh,
So I grew up with it. So I mean it really goes to show that you don't know everybody's story. And I've had 2 suicide attempts. 3 is my lucky number, so it's not happening a third time because it'll probably take that time. So I do have depression and anxiety that I am currently working through with my therapist. I am going to be at some point seeing a psychologist, hopefully, to make myself a better person for my family because I want to break that cycle. I don't want to pass on those issues, those same. I want my, sorry, I want my husband and my kids to have the best possible person they can in me.
Well, you're already way
Absolutely.
better than all of us. So,
Sure.
kudos to you there, Sheila.
Sorry that all
Yeah.
that happened to you, Sheila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. It's crazy. First of all, first thing you touched on there, and I can't agree more. And stress is therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy is huge. I don't know. For me personally, there's a stigma around it, especially in the
Mhm.
generation we grew up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Therapy it's not going to do shit. You're just fucking telling your feelings, shit like that. And then you actually go and you realize, oh man, I might have had an issue, and I can work this
I'm
out.
way more fucked up than I thought.
Yeah, like man, there really is something about childhood and that bullshit.
Yeah.
There's something to it. So it's. I mean, obviously, it got you brave enough to come onto a show and talk about your problems. It gets some of us brave enough to come on and say, hey man, I got like really bad anxiety, or I have panic attacks, or which
So
are the
when
most
did-
common, right?
So I've heard that when you're seeking mental health, support or guidance, that one of the hardest things can be is finding the right therapist or finding the right doctor, because if you
Mhm.
don't have a connection with that person, then you're not going to be able to adequately get treatment. So how was
Mhm.
your journey trying to find, a therapist or a counselor or psychologist? How's that been for you?
Well, actually, my therapist, he's the first one I've seen since I started, and he's been really great. He's been very open. The last time I tried to seek any kind of help, the guy was very condescending and started to try to insert his own life into what I was talking about. And at that, I didn't feel like is what a therapist should be doing. You should not be talking about your own personal experiences. Um, and the therapist I'm seeing now, he's been really great. He just sits and listens. And, I've had days where it's been like, you know what, this week has been great. I really have nothing to talk about, and we're done in 20 minutes. There's other days where he has to like, okay, can we stop? Because I do have another appointment coming up. So it's, it kind of varies week to week, but I mean, I guess I just lucked out and I found a good one. So
I mean, the upside is I'm back on the podcast, so you get 1 week,
I don't know if
one
that's
hour
an
of
upside
entertainment
yet, so
a week.
to be determined, Cooper.
You get 2 hours of prime audio of what you should not be doing.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
It's a
Facebook
it's a
Live.
Yeah.
trip
Yeah.
that you.
Yeah.
So you're saying, have you only gone to male therapists?
Yes.
I've only gone to female therapists.
Mm.
I think
is
when
that
it
a
comes
thing?
to
Like-
therapy, no, I think what you need to do is just find somebody who you can relate to. So
Yeah.
even that therapist you were talking about before, he just didn't work for you, right? Maybe
Right.
some people actually like to hear that story, and it helps build a personal connection with them and
Mhm.
makes them more comfortable.
Yeah.
With therapy, it is really personal, and it is really about finding a person that you can connect with, that can get through to you. And it's not bad to admit when it's not working, right? So
Right.
if you have a therapist and it's not working out for you, it's okay. Break up with them. It's not working.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's me, right? So we'll find somebody else.
Mhm.
So it is important that you find a therapist that you can connect with, if you decide to go that path. Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
do you
definitely.
see somebody in person, or do you do it all like online?
No, it's all on video. He's out of Huntington Beach, I think. So yeah, it's
Cool.
all online. He's been really great working with my work schedule. So wherever we have time, that's when he's able to see me. If we have to reschedule for some reason, he's been really, really great and really flexible about that. So
A
it's been
therapist
nice.
from Huntington Beach would probably be hard for me. I'd be so distracted by his perfect tan and his perfect teeth the entire time.
I do want to point out too, you can go to the American Psychological Association or the American Association of Marriage and Family Therapists and look up any therapist when you're trying to figure out a good fit. And they will be able to tell you their specialties. They'll give you a little more in depth on their background, how old they are, who they are, and then you can schedule a consultation. Just like Duper said, break up with them if you don't like them. I did it one
Yeah.
time, and it wasn't so
Absolutely.
bad actually.
I could just
Um,
imagine what Duper's counseling sessions look like. Just a big argument. I guess who fucking lost the most weight? Well, I lost 50 pounds. Well, I lost 10 pounds.
the therapist, like
Yeah.
at the end of it, all the notes say is sociopath.
He'll just be sketching my
Narcissist.
big ass forehead the entire time. Damn, that dude's
I
got a
think
big
that'd be like,
forehead.
I honestly think sometimes that's all my therapist writes down is like, this fucking guy.
Huge
know.
ass cheeks. That's it. They have wrinkles. That's how big they are.
No, no, that's age. That's just age coming in now. God damn it. I need Botox.
You guys are all about the fake look. Go ahead, Frick. I'm sorry. Go
I'm
ahead.
just saying, I'm glad that you tapped on therapy. I know that's the first thing we're tackling here, but it's super super important. Even if you don't think you have anything going on, it's kind of nice to have that outlet, right? So if you have the capability, if you have the privilege, medical insurance or whatever, or maybe you can find it at a low cost, do it. Just maybe just as a checkup every 6 months, just go in there and bullshit for an hour, see where you're at. You got to maintain the mind just like you got to maintain the body, just like you got to maintain your car, right? So just look at it like regular maintenance. It's good for you.
Maintain your body, unlike a Sports Illustrated cover model.
Oh,
But
Jesus
however,
Christ.
So if I'm gonna ask you some questions, and if you don't want to answer any of them, don't.
No,
Okay?
go for it.
But you said you had 2 suicide attempts.
Mhm.
I'm assuming that those weren't back to back; that they were kind of spaced out, right?
Yes.
So, what made you finally decide that this is the time for you to go to therapy? What was the thing that clicked for you that said, "I need to do something"?
So it's been a buildup of a lot of things. Ultimately, it came down to work. I was going into work, and within 15, 20 minutes of walking through the doors, I would end up in an anxiety attack. Just bad. I've been to the hospital twice for them because they mimic heart attacks, and it is
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, they scare the fuck
Um,
out of you.
yeah, yeah. Um, and so when I quit my job because of the stress, because of everything that was happening, because I don't want to die at my job. Um, that's when it was like, okay, this isn't getting better. Um, I need to do something else. Something else is not right. Uh, so yeah, ultimately it was just like, okay, there is still something messed up inside, whether it was my childhood or everything that I've gone through at work. Something isn't right. I need to fix it.
With the 2 suicide attempts, afterwards, did you ever? Thankfully, you failed both times, but um, was there ever a time when maybe you should have sought help directly after that? What made you not? Did you feel like you fixed it after that? Like after you did that twice, like you were like, okay, I'm good for right now. I don't need to see anybody. I'll be okay. Or did you still have those lingering thoughts and you just kind of suppressed them?
So I still have those suicidal ideations. There's still times where I'll be driving. I have a long drive. I have telephone poles picked out if I ever snap. Not saying it's going to happen because, like I said, that third time, 3 is my lucky number. Um, the first time that I attempted was in high school. I didn't have any kind of support system around me. I didn't have anybody there for me. I didn't think I had anybody who would really listen. So when I woke up the next day, I cried and I went to school like it was nothing. The second time,
The first time, was there shame involved with that, and maybe that was the reason why you didn't feel comfortable telling a teacher or a counselor, or was it just you were trying to hide it?
my whole childhood, anytime I would bring anything up, it was, oh, you're lying. So I didn't feel like I could really talk to anybody because I knew if I went to the school, they would go to my parents and my parents would turn around, oh, she's lying. That's not really happening.
Yeah. So,
Um,
and you're influential at that time, or influenced by your adults, so
yeah.
it's hard to be your own self. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, the second time, I had a 2-year-old son to take care of. Um, so I didn't want to take it, even though I was in that mindset of he's better off without me. Um, when it didn't happen, like, you know what? I need to be here for him. I didn't seek any help. Well, no, I take that back. That was the first time I tried to get help with the first counselor who tried to insert his own life into our sessions, and it just wasn't gonna. Just no, I don't need that. Um, after that, I didn't try until until this last few months when I found somebody who actually worked. So that's
The
been 13 years.
And like I said, that's half the battle, right? Like now that you got, a good doctor or a therapist or counselor,
Yeah.
some of those terms are used interchangeably, but yeah, that's half the battle right there. Just finding somebody who will listen, right? And then
Right.
hopefully provide you steps to, you know, um, help maintain you to be on the right path, so to speak.
Yeah.
So what do you do for between those appointments? What have you picked up so far for self-care to keep yourself right? Do you meditate? You know what I mean? Do you
Rick, I have
is it
3
just
kids.
walks? Huh? What'd you say?
I have 3 kids. There's no self-care. No, I do crochet. You guys all have a crochet dick. I crochet.
That's
I
beautiful.
have a herd of ducks.
big as a fucker.
And yes, I have 3 kids that I take care of. 2 are here full time. So I mean, my life is very, very busy. We have set aside time for myself. Art and I have definitely gotten together. Like, you know what? You have your Mondays with the guys. You have your every other week with the guys. Like, I need time for me. Um, so we have set aside some time for just me, where I can just lock myself in the bedroom. He's got the kids, and that's it.
Good.
So you said earlier that you at one time felt like your kids would be better off without you.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to understand that mindset. I'm sorry, and if you don't want to answer it, please don't.
No, that's fine. So at that time, my ex-husband and I were splitting up. We were getting ready to go through a divorce. Um, I made a lot of mistakes during that marriage. I did step outside the marriage, and I know I messed that one up. Um, and I knew, well, at that time, with everything else that I had already been through, my mind immediately went to they're better off without me. He'd be better off with his dad finding somebody else who loves his dad, can show him what love is, because obviously I can't.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Are you religious at all by chance? Because I know sometimes, and if you're not, that's fine too. I mean, but I know sometimes when people have those thoughts, religion does come into play, whether it's a savior thing or if it's, for other reasons. But if you're not, I mean, that's fine. I was just curious. And you don't have to answer like Dupe says.
Not religious in the sense of go to church, believe in God, all that. With the last attempt, there was definitely some sort of otherworldly influence, something, whatever you want to call it, in play, because I should not have survived.
And do you think that's going to be hopefully the thing that changes it? Like, okay, look, this happened to me. I'm not doing this shit anymore. Like, do you think that's a life-changing event to hopefully you don't get those ideations anymore because of what you experienced?
I don't know that the ideations will ever go away.
It's possible.
I mean, I have 3 kids. I have Art. I have an amazing life right now, but I still get those thoughts, and there's no reason for it.
I wouldn't put Art in that list.
Yeah, Art's kind of. I mean, I know you married him, but
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys saw how he could deep throat that Caucasaurus. So
I learned a lot about understanding how the brain works, the chemicals, right? That's what I've been learning the last couple of years, and how you build these neural pathways, these connections, right? And there are ways. I mean, I'm optimistic. I think that there are ways to sever the bad neural pathways, right? That control your amygdala, that make you think that way, right? That just like me, I have where I don't have suicidal, but I go fucking like I think I'm dying. You know, that's what happens. So there are ways to get past it. It just takes work. So you're in a long haul, and I really do think that if you stick with this and you have the right therapist, you're gonna be okay. We all be okay if we just take care of ourselves once in a while.
Oh yeah.
Look inward a little, you know.
We've all had down moments throughout our life. I'm so blurry, but
some people say it's for the better.
I think that's steam.
It looks better.
I think that's steam in that room.
I mean, whatever.
He's living above a bus station now, apparently.
I live above my Chinese restaurant. But we've all had down moments, and one thing that really helped me get through any of my down moments, especially when I left the show for a bit here, was my friends. Right, everybody on the show, they're amazing people, and you got our numbers. You can call us at any time. You just need to talk. 100%. Right? No judgment. Right? We only want the best. We love you. And we want you to be around as long as you can be, right?
Yeah, you're a way better guest host than Art. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Geez.
I mean, I know my wife went out of the way and got him like a trophy. But
that was just to make us feel better.
I got the first one. I got the pink one. So
you're always first in our book.
Yeah, that was kind of like a pity thing, wasn't it, Greg?
Huh? Yes.
But gift, it was a pity gift.
Yes. But you know, Heather was like, "Hey, I'm gonna send this to him. Do you think he'll like it?" I'm like, "Do it." And I think like right after that, I was like, "Hey, dude, what's your address?" And then because I guess the original side note here, the original company that we went through on Etsy is no longer in business, so we had to like find a new Caucasaurus maker.
Really?
Yeah. So
they went dicks up, huh?
Yeah. Not even the amount of dicks that we bought from them was enough to make them float. So
for Harambe.
Yeah, you gotta buy them by the bag. You gotta buy bags of dicks.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Lee, can we get Caucasaurus on the store?
Satchels of Richards.
You can't.
There's no Caucasaurus on the store.
There's no Caucasaurus on our side. I'm sorry.
But going back to the topic at hand, you have love and support from all of us, right? The biggest thing for you is that you're gonna have to live for yourself, right? I mean, your kids are important. I mean, he exists as well.
He's up there for me.
He has a ring.
There's us, right? There's this
I've known him
podcast.
all my life. I'll give him some love.
I just came back to the podcast, so I mean, there's a reason to tune in every week. But at the end of the day,
yeah, if you want to get highly offended, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk Roe versus Wade soon, so we'll talk.
Please don't.
But however, at the end of the day, you got to live for yourself, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do it for you, and I hope life has its ups and downs, and it's tough at times, and it will beat the shit out of you at times.
Oh yeah.
Nope, she's sunk in her chair.
Did Art put that Caucasaurus on the chair? That fucking dick! I told him to sit on it.
One of us has to have a good time.
But you have to live for yourself, right? And you got to find joy, and you got to find happiness through all the sorrow that life will give you. And keep your head up. And if you ever need to talk to anybody, call anybody besides Rick.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, call Rachel.
Just whatever you do, do not give your fish to Rick.
Oh yeah,
just say that right now.
We talked about that last week. I don't know if anybody could see it in the camera. If you listened to the show last week, you know what happened. But I've got this sweet ass fish tank. I'm gonna put some real fish in there.
Yeah, you are.
Some real fish, because the ones that you killed weren't real.
That fish was around Rick.
They were already dead. It's okay.
It was around Rick for 5 minutes, and it needed a therapist.
It was like, and all he was doing was actually screaming for therapy.
That's it, the whole time. That's how he died.
Trauma.
Emotional damage.
Fuck the fish. Well, thank you for coming on, and I think it's important. I'm glad we got to talk about this. It's important that we all recognize it. Like it shouldn't be stigmatized. It's there, and a great majority of this country deals with something mentally. I mean, look at Lee. Look at
What
him.
did I do?
I'm just saying. Look at Lee.
Mental
So
health
there
is
you
a-
go.
So
That's my
you
point.
look at me and you're instantly in that mindset. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because Lee,
I believe it.
besides Sheila, you're the only one that is the parent of 3 or more kids.
At
true.
least 12 teen, and we all know
So
this.
you
Yeah,
look
right.
perpetually frustrated.
Let's go ahead and touch
So-
on this really quick, though. In
this
honor
is-
of today's talk, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline can be reached at 1-800-273-8255. And from phones, they have actually dedicated the number 988 to directly send you on over to there. If you need to talk or you know someone who needs to talk, make sure you share that number and share that information with them.
Yeah,
We
and if
also
you're not
have
as
a messenger and tons of ways. So if anybody's listening and they just need to talk to somebody, you hit us on Instagram. You can get us on Facebook. You can get us anywhere. Just send us a message. We'll definitely talk to you.
Absolutely.
And
And,
check
I mean-
check on the people you're thinking about. There's a reason you're thinking about them. Call them. Don't
All right,
wait. Don't.
Duper, I'm
I'll
calling you.
call them next week. Somebody just call them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't
Or text them,
push
reach
things
out.
off.
Yeah.
And if you guys
Absolutely.
are watching the video, I think it should be a good goal to be as happy as that dude in the white hair and gray beard in the center there. Because if you're not that happy, something's wrong
Why?
with
Why
you.
is he so happy?
You
at
see
the
what I'm
suicide
saying?
prevention
And for
site?
those of you on
Like-
the audio, if you go to the suicidepreventionlifeline.org, you'll see the white guy we're talking about.
He is way too happy to be suicidal. Like I'm just throwing that out there. Like there's something wrong with that
Hey,
picture
but you
on
never
there.
know. You never know.
That's very
Yeah.
true. You do never know.
Something
never-
comforting would be nice, but not like crazy old white beard there.
You never know when your words can have an impact on somebody. So, whatever your name was from Sports Illustrated, I'm sorry for everything I said today.
mean-
Yeah, yeah, you are.
You mean
Oh,
you.
wait till the
I mean,
end of the
shit.
show when nobody's
I-
listening.
yeah,
Duper.
yeah,
God damn it,
if
Duper.
you need diet
Oh,
plans
man.
or anything like that, reach out to me and I'll help you out with it.
Ladies and
All right,
gentlemen,
well,
right now, if you visit the store again is www.takewarningstore.com. Right now, all purchases made through the store with code Shirley20 for 10% off. That's not confusing. It's already turned on
I
and
love
everything. You'll get
love it.
10% off with the code Shirley20, and a certain portion of all proceeds will go to the NAMI organization, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, for those of you who do not know.
Oh.
Shirley, you want to give us the parting thoughts while I wrap this thing up here?
Again, check on your friends. There's a reason you're thinking about them. Reach out. If you need help, call somebody. Call them, text them, whatever you need to do. You are important. Your feelings are valid. So don't think that don't think that your feelings are stupid or not important. You are important. You're important to somebody.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
Thank
That's
you.
it for this week. We're back to lives. Yay. We might see we won't see Josh next week, but we'll see him at some point.
Hopefully, we don't see Rick next week.
What a dick.
What?
Damn,
I mean, I
dude.
love you guys.
Come on.
Bye.
Fucking abuse right there.
There goes the mic.
No.
Pray for Ukraine.
All right,
Lee.
everybody. Thank you
Greg,
for
go.
listening. You fucking dick, dude.
Let's try and get one more out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for
Rub
listening
it out, buddy. Just rub it out.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to the show today. Please go to takewarningpod.com where you can explore additional content on the podcast, as well as find the links to the podcast on your favorite podcast platforms. Also, please get on social media. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Take Warning. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you like about the show, what your thoughts are on the show, and what you would like to see in a future podcast.